everybody, I'm SK and welcome to this, our 15th episode of the Haunting Grounds vlog. I actually started this like 5 minutes ago and went through the whole first 5 minutes of this freaking vlog and never hit the record button. That was fun. Nothing like practice. Important news. Today marks 2 months until Halloween. That's right. You have 2 months to get your stuff finished, get your haunt set up, and that's all you got. That's not enough time. I've been dilly-dicking around and, you know, put off all these projects, and now I've got very little to show for it. And I'm going to have to bust my rear end for the next month and get this stuff finished. So, hopefully we can get the groundbreaker done. The good news is that we did get the Imp finished, or damn near finished. He just needs a haircut, and he'll be ready to go. I'll show you that more in a few minutes. Kind of want to end off the vlog highlighting the Imp and the beauty that it is. Today also marks the 15-year anniversary of the death of Princess Diana. So it has nothing to do with Halloween, but I thought it was worth mentioning. 10 minutes in the life of a home haunter. I started that segment so that people could kind of get an idea on what it is us home haunters are doing when we're sitting down here in our shops and playing with paper and glue and electrical trinkets and whatnot. Started it as a kind of give y'all an over-the-shoulder look at, you know, the processes that I use. They're not all the right ones. They're not all the only way, but just to show you what I do. Unfortunately, I've been doing paper mache for the past 2 months, and I didn't really want to, sit there and do 10 minutes of paper mache over and over and over again, because nobody wants to watch that. So I've only done the first episode. As soon as I come up with something better than paper mache, then I'll post another 10 minutes, and it's probably going to be on the corpsing of Mr. Groundbreaker over here. It will be paper mache, but it's going to be a different kind of paper mache. It's not that same old dunk it in and spread it out and go on to the next. So something interesting to look forward to. I did finally completed or filled out or set up my recommended channels on my YouTube channel. So if you go to our channel page and down right hand side, probably about halfway down, you'll see a list of other great home haunters and home haunt vloggers and do-it-yourselfers, and make sure you give them a check out. Make sure you subscribe to them, and then maybe check out their recommended channels and keep subscribing, because there's a lot of great haunt vloggers and a lot of great do-it-yourselfers out there with a lot of great information, and that should be shared. So make sure you check all them out. And I just want to say that there's a lot of other great ones out there that I didn't post. I'm limited. I limited myself to 15. I didn't want to have a huge list down the side of my channel that goes on for miles. Nobody's going to sit there and check out all the way through that. So I limited myself to 15. And if you're not on that list, I apologize. Tried to get as many as I could. Like I said, didn't want it to be too long. So yeah, we finally hit 100,000 video views. 100,000 video views, and a pretty great mile marker for me. Maybe down the road it won't be, but hey, you know what? It's pretty significant right now. Most of that is due to our 2009 home haunt video. Like I said in the last vlog, that video has generated so many hits. over 60,000 hits. So almost 60% of our video views come from that video. Apparently the rest of what I post is crap. Oh well, you're watching crap. As soon as I mentioned it in the last vlog, I think the day of the vlog I had, or the day that was posted in the analytics, the day I posted the vlog, was 780 views. And it had just kept going up and up and up. And as soon as I mentioned it in that vlog, the next day it dropped down to 309, I think, something like that. Huge drop. Pretty sure I jinxed myself. So, oh well. It's still pretty cool. You know, 300 and some odd video views, probably an average of about 350 video views a day. That's still pretty big. That's a lot of people watching my crap. Right. Anyways, so we got a little bit done on. We got the imp finished. We got a little bit of work done. What else have I been doing? Because I haven't been doing vlogs and I haven't been doing 10 minutes of the home haunter or 10 minutes in the life of a home haunter. I've been working like crazy, as usual, and we did take a meander through a local cemetery. A couple miles away we have a cemetery that dates back to the early to mid 1800s, and we decided to take a walk through there, get some nice photos. I wanted to take some video. I brought my new camera, which has video capabilities, but I still haven't figured out how to do it. So, yeah, I didn't get any video footage, but I did get a lot of great photos, and I'm going to share those with you right now. So, check this out, and take from it what you will. Alright, I hope you enjoyed those photos. I hope maybe you take some inspiration from some of that. A lot of really cool tombstones. Good idea on how they looked back in the mid to early to mid 1800s, and how the wear happens. It's good information to take in, especially if you're trying to make your own tombstones. A couple episodes ago, I talked about our imp wings. Yes, I did finish the imp. These were the wings I was going to use, and sitting there looking at them mounted on the imp, these looked ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, so ridiculous they looked redonkulous. So these are being scrapped. I'm not using these wings. I don't even like the wings. I thought I'd like the wings. I thought it was a great idea, something I picked up from watching that Face-Off show where they painted the latex onto the floor in the shape of a wing, and it looked really cool. Yeah, this is my version of that. This looks pretty freaking pathetic. Okay. Yeah, it's not cool. So, I came up with new wings. I'll show you that when I cover the imp. But before we do that, it's time for our subscribers. we have 30 new subscribers for this half of the month. It's a good number. I'm going to read through them. Let's see here. Cleo Serene. Oh, before I start reading those, my disclaimer. There's a lot of names in here that, you know, they could be pronounced any number of ways. So if I mess up your name, I apologize. Cleo Serene. Mr. Ronan 501. Misfit Knight. One Chevy Mom. Robab 2UV. Learbird 65. Bobbit 995. CT Hootie. Rod 944. Criminal Justice QA. Miragiot. Mr. Resnick. CC Bell 42. Splunge 999. Naked Redneck. Rosie Olvera. Freestyle 197222. Doodash02. A new user without a username. Tomoko's Tusks. Ms. Jules 1387. Another new user without a username. Come on, people, get yourselves usernames. Mila Thomas. AFM538. Sandra Ciato. Jay Collinsall. Ms. Whisper 321. Zalaloms. J Staples 1987. And finally, Bill Townsley. So thanks everybody for subscribing. Thanks for watching our videos, whatever video it was that you watched to prompted you to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate all of my subscribers. I'm going to try and get through and check out everybody's channels within the next week or so. Hopefully overtime at work is going to start slowing down. And now, what you've all been waiting for, the Imp. Let's take a look at how he looks. Okay, and here we have it. Sitting behind our last tombstone, we have our Demon Imp, who is sporting his version of Scott Squatch's magical beard. What's not to love about that? He's actually going to get a little bit of a trim later. Just waiting for that glue to dry. But I figured I'd leave the beard for the vlog. So for those who are interested in knowing and who haven't seen the earlier vlogs, the head is made from a fish tank skull. $10 fish tank skull that I picked up at Walmart. The frame, there's a PVC frame that holds, it pretty much gives it its basic shape. That was shown in one of the earlier vlogs. And then there was a hardware cloth frame, which is basically like chicken wire, only a little bit harder to work with, a little bit sturdier. That was built up over the top of that, and then some paper mache and some spots were built up with newspaper to give some muscle tone and some shape, and a little tiny demon butt right there. And then a couple of layers of paper mache on top of that. The horns, which I was very happy with the way they came out, are made from some scrap styrofoam left over from Tombstone. They were carved out to shape and then glued on the skull. There's a layer of paper mache over those, and the base of the horns right around the bottom edge is just made from paper clay that I made out of Elmer's glue and some toilet paper that I ground up in a blender. The eyes are just 1-inch wooden eyeballs that I ended up having to paint over. They were nice and glossy originally, but when I peeled the tape off after painting, it took some of the paint with it, so I had to repaint them with just the acrylic paint. The beard is made from leftover scraps from a wig that I picked up at Walmart that I like to cut apart and use in my props. I've probably done about a half a dozen props with that piece of wig, or with that wig. The fingernails are just glue-on fake fingernails. Picked them up at Walmart a couple years ago for another project. Had a bunch of them left over. And the wings. The wings are made from wire that's used to hang drop ceilings. It's a pretty heavy gauge wire, and I've got some of that sitting right here, and you can see this stuff. It's a pretty heavy gauge wire that holds its form well. It's pretty easy to bend, but it's pretty solid otherwise. So made a good support. And then the rest of the wings were done with cheesecloth. I actually wrapped up, I think there's 2 layers of that wire on the outside edges of the wing, and then 1 on each of the inside of the wing. They were bent so that the one piece starts about here and comes up and goes back down to this one. And then there's 2 of them here. One that comes up and comes down to this one, and the other one comes up and goes the full length of this. So there's actually 2 on the outside here and on the inside here, and then these are each one supported by the outside and the inside. And then that's just cheesecloth for the fleshy part, I guess you would call it, of the wing. Cheesecloth soaked in Elmer's glue and allowed to dry. And I think those look fantastic compared to what we were starting with. They came out really nice. So there you have it, our imp finally completed. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little peek at our Demon Imp, the only project, well, not the only project, because we did finish the lighted sign this year, but the only real prop, I guess, that we've gotten finished so far. Hopefully we'll get this groundbreaker done before Halloween this year. I'd like to see that done. Don't forget to subscribe. The button's right up there. And don't forget to check out those recommended channels. This is terrible, I gotta be honest with you. Right now, I've recorded this section like 3 times. The first time I forgot to start the video. Yeah, I forgot to start the video on an earlier section. I'm terrible today. Terrible. I don't know what the hell my problem is. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe. And until next, I'm SK. And I'm fading fast. What's going on? Thanks for watching.
Pleasant dreams.